What is going on, guys? We're here to talk about Carbon Paintball's new CC knee pad. Carbon Paintball are a little bit new on the block. They're one of the newer manufacturers. They kind of gained popularity with making their SC harness, the $130 paintball harness. I reviewed that thing a long time ago. You can watch that review right there. Be forewarned, the video's old and pretty awful. They do have some other products, so like they have SC pants, they have SC padded tops and bottoms, they have an SC jersey, SC gloves. Now they have the CC line, which is going to be their more affordable line. The CC line so far, there's knee pads, gloves, and a pack, which I'll probably do a review on here pretty soon. This isn't Carbon's first attempt at a paintball knee pad. They do have the SC bottoms, which are kind of like a compression pant that have knee pads, hip pads, and groin protection built in. So they're kind of like a knee pad slider short combo thing. They're not that dedicated knee pad like the CC knee pads are. So let's get into it. How do they feel? Are they comfortable? Yeah, I think they're one of the more comfortable knee pads we have out right now. One of the reasons they're so comfortable is because they're very lightweight. That's kind of a trend that Carbon have in trying to make their products as lightweight and as minimal as possible. And the CC pads are that. They're very lightweight and minimal. And I think that lack of complexity kind of just makes them feel better, right? They kind of like just hug your knee really well. The padding is also very, very soft. It's really like gushy and really feels good. So if any of you guys have ever felt like the GI Sports Race 2.0 knee pads, that pad on that is gonna feel very similar to the Carbon CC knee pad. They also have that built-in like adjustable strap at the top, and the strap actually works. One of the things that I find very odd about most of these paintball knee pads is they have these like adjuster tensioner straps, but they don't really do anything. The strap just doesn't pull far enough over or pull far enough from the back to actually adjust the size of the knee pad. And then that adjuster on the CC pad actually does something. You can actually like tighten it down and make the pad considerably tighter up on your like quad or thigh area. I think the protection's kind of decent. Like the protection's good, but it's not like excellent like some of the other pads out there. So that direct knee like pad contact area, that spot that's going to be touching the ground whenever you're kneeling, is really good. That pad's thick enough, it's plush, it's comfortable, it feels good. One of the things I don't like about the CC pad, and this isn't just Carbon, right? There's a lot of manufacturers who don't do this. There's no padding on the side of the knees. Sometimes like I take weird funky slides or falls really, and have bruised the side of my knee pretty bad, so I want more protection on the side of the knees. They don't do that. That's one of the things that I really liked about the GI Sports Race 2.0 knee pad, is that they put quite a bit of padding on the side of the knee and on the inside of the knee area. That's something that I like to see on knee pads. I don't know if it's gonna be that much of a problem for most people. I think Carbon might have left that off just because it kind of would have taken away from the really lightweight and like flexibleness of the pad. But either way, I still want that. So overall, I think that protection's good, but I do feel like the CC knee pad is gonna be like better suited for players that are playing on grass or turf fields. Because that pad is so soft and like squishy and gushy, I feel like that if you hit a rock on like a dirt field or if you're in the woods, it's gonna probably go straight through that and you're probably gonna feel that on your knee. I don't think you're gonna damage the pad. It's not gonna like cut the pad all up, but it's a little bit softer than some of the other pads out there I think that work better in the woods. Like those dye pads are pretty firm and I like those a lot, or the Exalt Free Flex pads or a little bit firmer pad, and I also like those pads a lot. So much like all of the Carbon stuff I've ever seen, whether it's like the SC pants, the SC bottoms or tops or whatever, it's all built very, very well. And the CC pads are no exception. They're built well, we'll say. I don't want to say like very well, because they're not as good as some of the other Carbon stuff. I wouldn't say the CC knee pads are built like way better than any of the other high-end knee pads, like say like the dye pads or GI Sports pads, where they're built well, but like I feel like the other Carbon stuff, it's like better than everybody. And the CC pads aren't. They work well, they're good pads, but we also have to think that they're in that more affordable price, where like say the GI pads are $70 and the CC pads can be had for $55. The Carbon stuff that we're seeing that's built way better than everyone else, they're also kind of like almost charging near double the price for some of their stuff. So you would expect to see that like superior build quality when the CC pads are more competitively priced to be like typical knee pad price. So we shouldn't really expect to see like crazy build quality. They're average, but that's not bad. I'm not saying like that they're bad knee pads because they're average quality. Most of the manufacturers actually make good quality knee pads, so that's like a compliment, sorta, maybe, I don't know. So in general, I like the new CC knee pad. I think that they fit some people well, and then I think they kind of fit some situations well. If you're like that lighter weight player, I think they'd work good in any situation. They'd work well if you're playing turf or like grass fields, and if you're like playing in the woods or on dirt fields a lot. Like, let's take me, for example. Like, I weigh almost 190 pounds, and when I'm playing on the airball field, I don't really need, like, super padding. So the CC knee pads would work well because they're a little bit lighter pad. But as soon as I go out into the woods, where it's like there's sticks jamming into me or rocks or whatever, I want something that's a little bit heavier and maybe more durable. So I would probably, I don't know, say pick the die pad or, like, the Empire Grind knee pad. I feel like there's maybe like 4 top knee pads for me now. One of them is gonna be these Carbon CC knee pads, the GI Sports Race 2.0 knee pads, the Dye knee pads, and the Exalt Freeflex knee pad. I feel like they kind of all fit their situations, right? Like, I would probably choose those Exalt or Dye knee pads when I'm in the woods, or if I'm on like those turf or grass fields a lot, which like I am, I'm probably gonna pick those Carbon knee pads or the GI Sports Race 2.0 knee pad. But like I said before, the race ones are for me because they have that little bit of side protection. Check out links in the description to buy some Carbon knee pads. That's the Carbon CC knee pad review video. Check out another review right there. Or if you want to win a pair of these CC knee pads, check out that video.